Hey y'all, it's me, Laura. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello. Here are your jazz hands. Everybody gets them, whether they want them or not. And okay, so this is a video that I had not even planned on making, but today I was working on a project that is going to be happening in September, and all of a sudden I was like, I need to make a video about this because I want to continue to practice kind of radical vulnerability, radical honesty, and practicing really the idea behind my courageous heart, which is kind of a mantra for me and is the name of the deck of cards that I have the sayings on it. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. But the idea of being brave. So my courageous heart is about saying this is scary, but it is good for me to be open and honest and raw with people because number one, it helps me. This is part of my healing process. It's part of my self-care process, even though it is not the glamorous, you know, getting a manicure or whatever, taking a bubble bath. It doesn't make for a good selfie. It makes for nervousness and a lot of feelings, but that's okay because this is what being a human being is all about. So and number two, you can tell I'm like, ooh. Number two is that it helps other people, and just from the few videos that I have done about my chronic illness, about my mental health, about life as a fat person, I know because I hear from you, people message me, they tell me in person. I know that me just talking about this stuff does actually help people, and that is all I want out of my life, is to fucking help someone with something if I can. So, woohoo! All that being said, as you can tell from the title, this is an update on what has been going on with me, what's up with my mental health, what's up with my physical health, and what is this project that's gonna happen in September. So, here we go. If you are a part of the Facebook community, which I highly recommend joining, there's a link in the description box, you would know that I've been really struggling with kind of all aspects of my health for some months now, for the spring and through the summer. It's August now, so like almost through the whole summer. And things are looking up, which is great, but it has been really challenging for me. So I'm just gonna tell you about that. Okay. So I got sick in like April, so many months ago. I got sick and I thought it was allergies. I'm going to try to give you the short version. I thought it was allergies and it was not, but I did not go to the doctor till June. So April, May, and the early part of June, I was coughing constantly. I could not say a full sentence without like coughing, and it sucked. And my job is talking. I teach yoga, I do body love coaching, and I make these videos, and it's all talking. Okay. So I was sick, and around that same time, maybe a little bit before I got sick, I had to make a really difficult decision. And it's like still kind of hard to talk about because it was really emotional for me, and like I've spent all the months since then like trying to deal with it and just trying to like heal from that decision. And it was the right decision to make, but it was really hard, and it affected me and other people. And that decision was that I finally decided that it was time to disband the nonprofit organization that I had been running, that I created, that it was my baby, and that had been doing lots of good out in the world. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I created an organization called Body Love for All in 2013. It officially launched in 2014, and this year in 2018, almost about 4 years, you know, to the date, I decided that I couldn't do it anymore. And it was really hard to make that decision. And I have not dealt with that well. It was really disappointing. And the reason that I had to let go is that I didn't have the spoons to run it, and my board members didn't have the spoons to run it, and like our powers combined, we just couldn't get the funding and the labor to keep it going. It was not sustainable at that point. And could it have been resuscitated if like we could have gotten some cash and some people like, you know, kind of being able to step up or new blood coming in? Yes. And that is why it was so hard for me, is that there was so much potential there still. It wasn't like it was just like completely like it has to end, you know. So I made the decision to disband the organization, and I informed the board, the volunteers, what was going on. And I don't blame anyone, but I have had a really hard time just thinking about what it could have been, and the idea that like it is not anymore. Like the website's gone. I unpublished the Facebook page. The Instagram account still exists because I've just been holding on to it. I need to let it go, but I haven't. Anyway, so I am a human being and I'm flawed just like you, and I let personal relationships with board members really suffer, and I just kind of disappeared. I like faded into the woodwork and stopped communicating with them because it was too hard to talk to them, because it just reminded me of the fact that I had to shut down the organization. And it just, you know, it was this thing that I started and it was so good. Like when it was good, it was so good, and it was really helping people. And it's just hard to let that go. And that doesn't mean that it can't come back in the future, but it's difficult. And it was the right decision because I couldn't do that well and my job well, and only one of them pays me money. And I had to do the thing that pays me money, right? Because I got bills. I have bills to pay. There's a gnat. So emotionally, turmoil going on, and then I physically got sick, and it was just a lot on top of my chronic illnesses, which if you are familiar with that, you know that I deal with PCOS and with IBS, and then my new diagnosis of rosacea, which has been affecting me in ways that I didn't expect. And especially as the weather started to get hotter, started to really have a lot of flares, and like being so hot, on top of already running hot, it's just been really hard. So through the spring especially, just feeling really low, having a lot of days, having more days than not where I'm like feeling blue. Definitely my depression is like rearing its head, and anxiety about disappointing people. I have a lot of anxiety about letting people down and not, you know, doing what I'm supposed to be doing for other people. And I've been really working on that. I'm feeling better about it. And I am currently working on rejuvenating the relationships with those board members who are also my friends, that I care about deeply, that I love very much and respect and admire, that I've really, I really dropped the ball. I really fucked up. And they're wonderful people, and I don't doubt that they will forgive me and that they still love me, but it's hard to repair that, you know, like even, it's like if something is broken, you can repair it, but it's never the same, you know. But I believe in love, and I believe in my friends, and I know that they're great people, so I'm working on that. And so once I was able to heal myself from the sinus infection and the bronchitis, we had the Saharan sand, the dust storms that came in the city, and I got sick again. They left, they came back, I got sick again, and I'm just now recovering from that, and feeling much better physically. I'm having less IBS flare days, which is good. Although, I mean, it definitely still happens, but I think things are actually just like a little better right now. And I'm not sure why, because I haven't changed anything, but that is the nature of chronic illnesses. You don't know what's going on and stuff changes and you don't know why, and like, oh. So, look, I told you that I was going to be telling you what's going on. This is really just me telling you. So the project, September, let's talk about this. I have decided that one of Body Love for All's most far-reaching and fun and I think helpful things that we did was a social media campaign every September called Self-Care September. We really, a lot of people do it now, and like, not to be all like, oh my God, but like we really helped to create this and make it a thing. Like when we started, there were like maybe 30 photos on Instagram using the hashtag Self-Care September. Now there are like 15,000. Like not all of them are related to our stuff, but we really helped to like get that going and make it a thing. And people love it. People are like waiting for it every year. And so I have decided to honor Body Love for All, to honor all the work that we did, that I am going to host Self-Care September on my account on Instagram. And because I am going to close down the Body Love for All account on Instagram, so I'm going to move it over to mine. But I'm also going to kind of implement this here on YouTube, because in this time period I have really started to grow my channel and create a community here. And for those who don't cross over and follow me on Instagram, I thought I really want y'all to have access to this also. So I'm going to do some version of Self-Care September here on my channel. It won't be daily. Like on Instagram, it's a daily post every day, a graphic, you know, an explanation, and then you like also post a photo. That's the thing. Here on YouTube, it'll work a little differently because I cannot post a video every day. I do not have the spoons for that. But I'm thinking maybe I'll do 4 weeks of self-care. So that's the big project for September, is that I'm going to be hosting Self-Care September Photo a Day Challenge. I made the graphic today. I'm about to announce it on Instagram. I'm feeling really excited, and it feels like a nice way to create closure for this organization that I love, that meant so much to me, that I worked so hard on. And I just want to honor like what we did accomplish in those 4 years, because they were a good 4 years, which may not sound like a lot, but like to be able to bring together a group of people that over the period of 4 years worked full-time jobs, had families, and also were able to create amazing content, both social media and online, you know, workshops and courses and in-person events, and I mean just so much. It was a lot. So yes, this is how I'm going to honor Body Love for All, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I just made the graphic. I'm going to post it, and I can't wait to get started. So I'm going to put a picture of the graphic in this video right now. Those are all the 30 days of topics. So the way that it works is if you follow on Instagram, you can participate in this every day, whatever the, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, the first, second, the third. You look at what the topic of the day is, whatever that is. I think the first one is intention. On that day, you post your photo of what that means to you. It can be a photo of yourself, a photo of something in the world, a drawing. You could just write the word intention down. You could, you know, make like a graphic on your phone, whatever. And then you, in your comment section, say what that means to you or what your intention is or whatever. Your interpretation of the topic for that day. And then you do that every day. Let's be real. Like, people usually don't make it every day, but we'll be doing it every day for a month. I will be doing it every day for a month. And so people who participate will use these hashtags, and then you can see what everyone posts. And that's the coolest part, is to go to the hashtag Self-Care September, and see what other people are saying for that same topic. It's such a cool way to like find new people to follow, to make new friends, to like just be inspired by what other people are saying. So if you're on Instagram and you want to follow me at Radical Body Love, then you'll see all the prompts and the information, the description, the rules, you know, whatever, the guidelines of how it works. And if you're not an Instagram person, that's cool. I'm going to do some kind of YouTube version of Self-Care September, and so I'd love to see you participate in that. That'd be awesome. You'll be able to comment on the videos that I make. So yeah, that's my like kind of emotional update on my mental health, my physical health, my emotional well-being, what's been going on with me, why I didn't make videos for like the whole spring. So yeah, moving forward, I'm feeling better in my body physically. I have some more emotional space because I'm not filling it with like feeling like a garbage person because I disbanded the organization. Oh, I'm working on rebuilding those friendships, those relationships, so I can stop keeping that in here. It like takes up so much space to like worry about things and to have a lot of feelings about things every day. Like I thought about those people every day and like felt bad. So it's like such a huge cloud, you know, over you, a huge weight on your shoulders. I mean, whatever metaphor you like, it feels awful. It's so much easier to just like do the hard thing and like make that contact. And I haven't done that, but I'm gonna do that. Like I'm doing that now. I'm working on it. So, okay, all of that is to say, it's been a hard spring and summer, but stuff is getting better. I'm feeling better, and I'm really, really, really excited about September. So I'm gonna stop because I'm just repeating myself at this point, but I really appreciate the community that we are building here on YouTube, the community that we're building in the Facebook group. I really value and respect your comments and your support and love that you guys give to me. Like, you're so nice. Everybody's so nice and so supportive and loving, and I really appreciate that. And please know that I'm sending that right back at you. So please comment below if you have any thoughts about what I've been going through. Does any of this resonate with you? Have you been through similar things, or like dealing with friendships that maybe you kind of ghosted on and you want to bring them back because you miss those people? Or have you ever had to make like a super hard decision that you knew was right but it was so hard to do? Yeah, what do you think? What do you think? Yeah, I hope you're having a good day. Hope that you're feeling loved and supported, and if not, please know that I'm sending you love and support, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.